Craig Mitchell. So Craigie, there we now we are there for sure. So we are ready for game number 11. Game number 11 is between the ICCT Smashers. You've just watched them the previous game. If you were tuned in, they fell a little short of chasing a target of 105, I believe, but they did very well. Bowling was a little bit weak. So in the interview, the captain said that he would like the bowling to improve. Now they are going to play against the Chaiyi Swingers. Oh, let me just add this. ICCT is based in Taipei, the capital city, and the Chaiyi Swingers, as you might guess, is based in Chiayi, which is a city in the south of Taiwan.
About 3-4 hour drive, Celia, or maybe an hour and a half by high-speed rail. Good afternoon to all the viewers around the world. We're back here for Game 11 after SEC won Game 10 by 11 runs. Should be an exciting afternoon, and this rain looks like it should stay away.
It's definitely a little bit cooler now than during the first game. Every time the clouds come over, the weather is definitely a little bit friendlier because it is hot. It's over 30 degrees Celsius today. And when the breeze dies down, it's really, really humid for the players out there. So ICCT, having just finished the game, immediately back onto the field. They lost the toss. The Swingers, the Chaiyi Swingers won the toss, and they said they would like to bat first. And the captain said he would like a score of 100. Now, if you're going to
bold prediction there.
Very bold. Yeah. We've only seen the Swingers play one game last weekend, and they lost that game.
Comprehensively beaten by FCC.
Yeah.
The opening batters are Devish Bashalia and Nitish Nair.
So they are ready. And we are just waiting for our global audience to get back to their sofas, because we are ready, as you can see out on the field. The players are ready. And Sports Tiger, the global official streaming partner, is just getting the pictures out to everyone. Make sure that the people who just want to tune in for the first ball, that they are getting ready. So the first ball will be bowled at exactly 140, which is 140 in Taipei. Much earlier in India and very much earlier in England. If you are watching from there, we're happy that you woke up so early to join us. First game was a cracker. We had our second score of over 100, and we had our first individual 50 when Anthony Liu scored 51 in super fast time.
Especially, I believe it was 51, and Arun Parapagoda also got 42 of 26 deliveries. So a very good opening partnership by them. But now it's over to the ICCT and the Chaiyi Swingers.
Yes, in this match, I don't want to make a prediction, but I have the feeling if ICCT can bowl a little bit better, keep the total down, because they have indeed a very strong batting lineup, and they almost chased down that huge score set by FCC. So if their bowlers can do a little bit of a better job, who knows? They can maybe get their first win of the tournament. But the Chaiyi Swingers will have something to say about that. On strike is Devish Bashalia, and he is going to face
Sandeep Patel.
Sandeep Patel, the man who batted pretty well in the ICC innings. Now he's going to open the bowling, and we are ready for the first ball. Here we go. Second match of the day. And unfortunately, continuing from the previous match, first ball down the leg, wide. They also ran one, so it's 2 runs.
Yes, Leah, the fielding has definitely improved, and the drop meter still stands at 10. No drop catches in the first game, but we've all got the widesies.
Yeah, that column is full of little marks. Also, the Sports Tiger Maximum. We've had a few of those. That's exciting. So after that 1 run, Nitish Nair now taking guard. Number 77 on his back. Right-handed batsman. Full toss, played back to the bowler.
As you can see for the viewers, a bit of swing in the air, as we find in the afternoon games. A bit more humidity, and the bowlers are a bit more able to move the ball in the air.
So the batsman also has to accommodate for that. Good ball.
First 3 overs in the power play, and I think Chiayi Swingers need to get a few more than they did in the first game. They only got a very modest total of 65 in the first game.
That will not be enough against the strong ICCT batting lineup. Nice straight bat. Oh, now both the batsmen are at the same end, and he'll be a run out. And that is Devish. No, that is Nair. That's out.
Nair denied by his partner there.
He is out,
Sold
run
on
out.
the big, 2 runs for 1 wicket after just 4 balls. Yeah. And the new batsman. There's a few Sorabs in this team, but let's just double check.
Sarab Hajari.
Sarab Hajari, the captain, will be coming in at number 3, and he's got a lot of responsibility on his shoulders.
Yeah, maybe just have to calm down his batting partner there. No doubt, whenever there's a run out, the batting partner doesn't feel good. Doesn't matter if it was his fault directly or misunderstanding. Sometimes they blame themselves. So the captain maybe just have to calm down the opening batsman, Devish. Too wide, or not too wide, but down the leg. Even if it's just down the leg side, the umpires will signal a wide, which is an extra run, also an extra ball. You can imagine an innings of just 10 overs, which is 60 balls. Every extra ball is very welcome.
Beautifully bowled, right up in the block hole.
Well kept out. Nice recovery after that very first ball that was a wide, and then another wide just now. Comes back with a great ball in the block hole. Oh, bad ball.
Yes, I wonder how many of these ICCT players made it into the My Team 11 of the viewers out there after that first performance. While watching the spectacular game, you can also make your team on My Team 11 Fancy app. Download the application from myteam11.com.
I think they will probably pick them for their batting skills. Oh, goes for a shot, bails out through to the keeper.
Went the other way after it passed the batsman there. Swung into him, and then as it left the batter,
it went the other way.
Yes, My Team 11 top run scorer of the tournament so far, Anthony Lowe with 96 runs, and Sadiq from the Formosans with 5 wickets. But a chance for Danny the Destroyer to overtake him in this game.
Tries to push something towards backward point, misses. 4 for 1 after 1.
Celia.
Say again, Craigie, sorry.
A lot of movement there, Celia.
Yes.
End of the first over, 4 for 1. Not the best start by Chaiyi Swingers, and Nirav Shah from the ICCT will be pretty happy with that start, Celia.
Yeah, definitely. Even though there were 2 wides in that over, much better than against FCC. So Devang Shah is on to bowl. The second.
And no run taken there. First 3 overs, a power play with 2 fielders outside the circle. Currently they're at deep cover and long on. Very interesting field placements there.
Whoa.
Oh, he's bowled him! Clean as a whistle. On your way.
And he's gone.
Yeah.
Very quickly. 0, yeah. Unfortunately, Nair got 0.
It's a duck. No one likes to get that.
Vishwajit Tawar.
Vishwajit
Tawar coming in. And if the Chaiyi Swingers weren't in trouble before, they are now. 4 for 2, 1 over and 2 balls into their innings of 10 overs.
Well, the captain at the toss said that they're all very good players, and they were looking to get between a 90 and 100, so not the best start here.
Yeah, they'll have to show us that they can do that.
straight to the D cover fielder, but just taking a single. As we saw, Salir, some of the more successful teams have been running twos a lot to the outfield, and Chaiyi Swingers just happy with a single there.
Yeah, the Chaiyi Swingers were hoping for something a little faster to get out of the blocks. You can run two when you hit a ball towards the boundary, but you have to hustle.
Three fielders and eventually field the ball.
Yeah,
all lining up behind each other there.
Yeah, we have a wicket keeper. We have, looks like two slips and a gully. Very attacking field. And that was played straight to them. And the three of them argued about who will field it.
Skipper yet to get off the mark here. Face 4 deliveries, eating up them deliveries, and he needs to either get off strike or start hitting some boundaries. Just listen to me, I don't know if it was wise. Yes, he's done it. Sports Tiger maximum. Well played.
Off camera, running around outside, try and get it.
Batsman just shaking his bat there. He's not too sure if he's done some damage to his bat there with that shot. He's wanting to change the bat. He's asking the opposition to have a little feel. No?
But the opposition says there's nothing wrong with this bat. you
continue. You hit
continue.
a 6 and then ask the opposition if my bat's broken.
You bat with that thing, sir, and try to hit another 6. Don't mind that crack down the middle.
Try he will.
So that was a great strike by Hajari.
It's the end of the over. 2 overs gone, 11 for 2. A bit better there from the Swingers. Tiger, our global official streaming partner of Taiwan T10 League. Taiwan is helping the world to have some live pictures of cricket, Leah.
That is wonderful. Because Taiwan has the coronavirus under control, we are allowed to have live sports. I know that the Taiwan baseball the season has started, and that it's also being broadcasted internationally with English commentary as well for viewers who are starved of baseball. Doshi and pushed outside the off.
Swingers just not learning these horizontal bat shots, just not paying dividends here, Celia.
Go with the things that work. Yeah, at the moment the Taiwan baseball and basketball are the two big sports here in Taiwan. And basketball is busy with their players, but in empty stadiums, played into the covers.
Although you'll see some people passing by the ground on their bicycles and that's just people going for their leisurely exercise along the river. It's a beautiful spot here in Taipei. The government puts a lot of money into making sure that the riverside parks are clean, free.
Full toss.
Oh, he smashed
over
that.
square leg, 6.
Over our commentary tent. That was massive, Celia.
A low full toss. He just picked it up beautifully. F Stadium is next to the river park, so it's very open, easy to keep social distancing. Oh!
He's got one in the gangulis there.
Don't know what he tried to do there.
Always protect yourself, young batsman out there.
It was he tried the A.B. de Villiers shot, but didn't work.
He's got one right in the gangulis. He'll be needing a massage later on, Celia.
Riverside Park. There are quite a few riverside parks around Taipei City, also in the south, Kaohsiung and so on. The other big cities where a lot of development has happened, especially sports facilities. And beautiful running paths and biking paths snaking along the rivers. Straight to the slip fielder.
It's nice to see some of the local population stopping and having a look and just seeing what's going on here.
As you can imagine, as I mentioned earlier, that baseball and basketball is actually the sports that are most popular here. Although by sheer numbers, it's actually running. Every weekend, not at the moment because of the virus, but just to stop there for a moment and tell you that 3 overs are over, 23 for 2. Every weekend there's at least 5 or 6 marathons and half marathons going on around the country. And if you want to run in these marathons or half marathons or triathlons, you have to enter really, really early because very quickly it's full. Thousands and thousands of people entering the competitions every weekend. So when you look along the river, you also see many joggers.
Devang Shah on to bowl here. He's bowling to Hajari, the captain of the Swingers.
Back for his second over.
Full outside off stump and another swing and a miss. Yes, so there you're a fine runner yourself, but all the races have been postponed, most of them until about October, November this year. So anything that we had lined up, so it's all been pushed back towards the end of the year.
Right, you too. You told me you entered a few races, which is now on hold.
Yes, so more of a swimmer, but I'm trying to get into the cycling and the running, but it's pretty hard in these hot conditions. Skied straight over the keeper, best place on the field, running away towards the boundary. And
there's no races coming up. It's easy to say in the morning, I'm not going today.
Very true, yeah. Caught, taken in the gully by Nirav Shah, I think, the captain. And I'll be very pleased with that.
Good shot,
but not a bad shot.
27 for 3.
Siddish Palanker.
The new batsman?
Siddish Palanker.
There he is.
And 27 for 3. Chaiyi Swingers starting to up the scoring rate, but also losing wickets on regular intervals.
The power play is over. We are into the 4th over now. The Swingers will have to swing for the fences. So Shah still has 3 balls left in this over.
Loops ball in the air there, Celia.
It looks like it's going to be a full toss, and then it dips right at the end and becomes almost a Yorker.
These bowlers must be getting tired now. Second game in a row for them. That's wide, signalled wide by umpire Michael there. Our 2 umpires, umpire Michael and umpire Ashish, doing a fine job so far.
Standing in the heat. Sometimes it's almost easier to be a fielder than an umpire because at least you can move around. But the umpires can't move. They just have to stand there. So they're doing a great job.
Could be a run-out chance here. No. Slip and but straight Doshi and they make it easily for 1. Seems to be having some difficulty with these pads, that batsman.
And right in front of our commentary position here at the square leg on the boundary is Danny the Destroyer.
Danny the Destroyer on 4 wickets. He needs 2 more to become the top, my team 11 top wicket taker. Sadiq from FCC is still top of the pile.
And Danny, I'm sure, will be hoping for an over or 2 later. Well bowled.
Squirted away past the point fielder. Single to the end over. Score moves on to 30 for 3 after 4. 7.5 to the over, Celia. They're doing okay, but
Danny's full name is Devang Shah, another Shah.
Dervish Jain.
Oh, this is Dervish Jain, sorry.
Yes, Dervish Jain. But he likes to be called Danny, and we've nicknamed him Danny the Destroyer after taking 3 wickets in an over.
You can also see on the back of his shirt is his name. It just says Danny, not Devesh Jain.
Sports Tiger is the global official streaming partner of Taiwan T10 League, bringing you news, predictions, scorecards, training video, and Danny the Destroyer. Thank you so much for bringing these wonderful pictures all around the world to our cricket-loving viewers.
The viewers will, if you watch Danny closely, very interesting action that he has. The ball seems to turn in all directions while still on the way to the batsman. And a dot ball. Too short that time. It's going for the boundary. It will make it 4 runs. Nice shot. Dropped too short.
Bisected the fielders beautifully there.
Just pick the gap beautifully between the mid-wicket on the boundary and the long on. And they couldn't chase it down, right between them. That was Tawar with a great strike.
Vishwajit S Tawar playing pretty nicely here for the Swingers.
Viewers might wonder why some players wear the thigh pad outside their trousers, which is not something you usually see in top-class cricket. But suppose they just feel it's not worth it. Well bowled. You know, they might feel it's just not worth it to take down their pants, put the thigh pad in and put it back up again. Wide outside the off and too wide, decides the umpire. Umpire is very consistent. Anything down leg will be a wide, and on the offside, it's not that easy, but there is a line that guides them to decide when is the ball too wide.
Chiayi, the wicketkeeper there, just having a few words with Danny, trying to tell him to sort out his line.
It's a better ball, but he gets it past backward square leg for 4 runs. Well hit. The Swingers go up to 39 for 3, as you can see. But one would think they would need another boundary or so in this over if they can. Umpire not calling that one a wide. And there's one ball remaining. Oh, a big hit, and he gets an edge down towards the fine leg boundary, but the ball will stop about 10 meters from the rope. Managed to get through for 2. So after 5 overs, it should be 41. Mehta.
Looks like Shah might be coming on to bowl here. Just double checking his field, and as you guys know, the temperature is very warm today, 33 degrees, and the batsman every 5 overs just having a quick little drinks break.
I don't blame them. We are sitting down here and we drink water all the time. Shah indeed.
Swing and a miss by Shah.
Swingers can't afford too many dot balls.
Palanker there, hitting it down the ground for a single. Shah bowled pretty well against the FCC team. Was most probably the tidiest bowler out of all of them.
It's easy to remember because he doesn't take off his cap.
Just hit straight to the deep cover boundary for a single. Missed out there, the batsman. Short and wide and just steered it when he could have maybe got it through the third man region.
Reminds me of the great West Indian batsman Alvin Kalacharan. He's sometimes bowled. And I think the first time he bowled, he forgot to take off his cap. So after that, he never did take off his cap because he just wanted the people to think that he did it on purpose.
Yes, not many bowlers bowl with a cap on in international cricket. Hit straight again to the deep cover boundary. For another single. Just dealing in singles at the moment, Celia.
Singles probably will not be good enough, but it's better than nothing with a ball to go here from Shah.
Signal to wide, and the batsman also took a single.
So there will be one more ball to come.
47-3 with 1 ball to go in the 6th over. Heaved away towards the square leg boundary, but just for another single. And I'll just bring us to the end of the 6th over. 49 for 3. Pretty even Stevens at this will join them in a semi-final.
So that one is high in there. I'm not sure if it's enough to get to the boundary. There is a fielder under it, and he drops it.
He might have palmed that over for 6 again.
He pushed it over. That's I think it's Bimani.
It's Mehta, I think. Yes, it's Mehta out there.
That's his fielding position.
That's a drop, Celia. The drop hunter moves on to 11.
Oh, you remember now without counting. And another one. This one will go all the way into the netting. Oh, and over.
Yes, that's a big hit, Celia. Another Sports Tiger maximum.
Sports Tiger is the global cards trending video and a lot more. Thank you to Sports Tiger. Ball has been retrieved from outside the field. Suddenly the score has jumped to 60 for 3.
And Vishwajit moves on to 39 of 19. My Team 11 viewers will definitely be starting to put this man in their team for the next game, I'm sure.
Another great hit, but this time on the ground to the fielder. And they will only get... Oh, we heard his hand there, the fielder. See if we can see it again. He's shaking his hand.
It's another 4 to the total. Vishwajit moving on to 43 of 20.
Doing
very well played.
Just 3 balls ago, it was 50.
Danny getting destroyed here, Celia.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately, they've called for some ice for Patel. Full toss. This is hit straight to the fielder again and dropped again. Straight to the fielder, dropped again. They get 2 more runs. What is their dropometer now?
12, Celia. And I think maybe just it's a very hot day here, and this is the 2nd game in a row, and the fielding's starting to get a bit shoddy here.
Yeah, they are by no means easy catches, but we saw many of them taken earlier on. Danny will not be happy with those drop catches off his bowling.
Yes, that ball was just played back to the bowler there for a dot ball.
And Danny has 1 ball left. Oh.
Steer played there.
Steer down to the 3rd man. Boundary area, and they can get to. Not sure if it was deliberate, but it looked good. End of the over. Score goes to 68 for 3 after 7.
18 balls to go.
See if we can tell you in a moment who that bowler is. He's got a number on his back that is not on our score sheet here.
Manoj Ladha.
We've sorted it out. Vishwajit Tawar. Great shot, but...
Yeah, sometimes a little bit of confusion here because sometimes the players wear different names on their back or have different names to what we have up here in the commentary tent. But I believe that is Manoj Ladha, right? Manoj Ladha, the bowler, first bowler of the tournament, I think. And he's bowling to Vishwajit, otherwise known as Vicky, apparently.
Vicky, he's on 47 after 23 balls. Steers it.
He won't add to his total there. But yeah, 1 hit away from the second 50 of the Taipei T10 League, brought to you by Sports Tiger, our official streaming partner.
Vishwajit Tawar really impressing here. Composed but aggressive. As the sun comes through the clouds, making it even hotter.
A lot of movement, but the ball evading everything and just going through the keeper. It's dot ball.
I believe he feels that he missed out there. That was a full toss. No contact.
Yes, while watching this spectacular game, you can also make your team on My Team Fantasy app and win big. Download the application from myteam11.com and definitely get Vishwajit S Tawar in your team.
Full toss straight in the air, but it looks like it's going to clear the point fielder.
That could be 50, Celia. Oh, slip on a boundary, and batsman a bit confused there. Let's wait for the signal. He said not 4. Umpire's taking the fielder's words there.
So we will go to 49. 1 away from his 50.
This batsman came back for 2 there.
And that's 50.
Very well played innings, and they're coming back for 2 here. Have to be quick, and he is. Second 50 of the tournament, 51. He's equaled the highest score of the tournament in Taipei T10 League. Well played, Vicky.
Vicky Tawar, very well done. His team has been under pressure almost the whole innings, but he's pushed the score along beautifully to 73 for 3. Was still a ball to go in the 8th over.
Very good partnership here between Vishwajit and Palankar, Celia.
They really needed that.
Could make Group A very interesting if the Swingers are able to win here, because they're playing PCCT in the last game of the round robin section.
Full toss.
That's a rubbish ball, and given the treatment, smashed down to mid-wicket. Big bounce, and over the fielder for another 4.
Fielder's head. Right, so we have 2 overs remaining, and now the Chaiyi Swingers have started. So that was not the end of the over. There's actually 2 more runs from that ball. Now it should be the end of the 8th over, and it should be 79 for 3. Now the umpires indicate that it's the end of the over.
Let's see what he can do. He's
Sorry,
running to
Doshi.
Palankar.
Here's Palankar, who's been quiet. That's a good ball. Pushes him back onto the stumps.
A lot of the players from the ICC team are all import-exporters, so they all work in businesses, but I'm sure, like most people around the world, it's very quiet at the moment.
Another good ball by Doshi. So, with business being down a bit, maybe they have more time to practice cricket.
That is true, Celia.
Now, although Taiwan has the virus under control, it still affects business because Taiwan is very much an exporter. Flick to square leg and taken. A little bit impeded there, but he kept his eye on the ball, took it well. Interesting shot that was played there. He walked right across, outside off, flicked it to leg, did not flick it very well. The new batsman is Prufti Moore.
Yes, that was Palankar out caught by Shah off the bowling of.
And it was Toshi.
Yes.
So Palankar is out. And luckily for
Prithvi
the
Moore
Swingers,
is the new batter.
Prithvi Moore is in. And Pravar is still there. They're going to go through for a leg bye.
Vishwajit starved of the strike here in the second last over. 8 balls to go in the innings.
They reach 80. 81 now. Which is the, believe we mentioned earlier it would be a first step. Full toss, straight to a fielder on the boundary, but over his head.
Sports Tiger.
Noble. Up in the air, just over the head of the fielder at point. And there's 1 run with a ball to go.
Not the most athletic fielding team, ICCT, but they definitely try.
As Craig mentioned, they are all businessmen, most of them. Most of them are businessmen, so not possible for them to be out exercising every day. A dot ball, 89 for 4 after 9 overs.
Vishwajit's on
to ease the pain, and Vishwajit Tawar is on strike, which is exactly what the Swingers would have hoped for.
Beautiful shot through the covers, but just for one. Oh, the mic up. No. Settling for one. Score moves on to 90 for 4, and anything from here is a bonus, Celia.
80 was the first step. 90 was definitely a very good second step.
Well bowled again, just a single. Brings Vishwajit back on strike. Prithvi doing the right thing there, getting the in-form man back on strike.
Actually, in the end, it turned out to be a very entertaining batting display by the Swingers after we thought they, well, we didn't think, we saw they started badly.
Very dill scoop. What a shot.
Cheeky, I would call it. Good camera work by our camera crew, zooming in on that, on the fielder and showing me how he kept the, how he held that catch. Shevagan is the
Swaraj Shevagan, 2 balls.
Only
And
has 2
let's see
balls.
what he can do. Flicked out here towards deep mid-wicket. They're coming back for 2. Oh, and a misfield. Always putting pressure on the fielder pays dividends, and 2 valuable runs. They could have a chance to make that 100. So yeah, psychologically, they want to get over there.
Good scoring today. We've had 105, and then we had like 80 odd, and now 90, over 90 again.
Plenty of entertainment for our viewers around the world. Hit down the ground. Will they come back for 2? He's coming. Oh, and another misfield. Could they run 3? No, just 2, and that's 99 for 5, Celia. They need 100 to win. The ICCT Smashers. Chaiyi Swingers with a great effort there after a rough start. And pictures provided by Sports. Welcome back to viewers to the YCG here in Taipei for Game 11, and we'll see the chase. The ICCT team needing 100 runs to win against Chaiyi Swingers. Sports Tiger, our official streaming partner, bringing these wonderful pictures. The bowler Palankar bowling a full ball on leg stump and punished by Mehta. Good start by the ICCT team. So there should be a very interesting afternoon chase here.
Very interesting. And from the first ball, Mehta looked much more positive than he did in the previous game against FCC, where he was very much into his shell, pushing and nudging. But here, very first ball, 4 runs over the top. Palankar, the bowler, he got 4 runs in the batting innings.
They'll have to bat well to get 100 there. They fell just a bit short against the FCC team in the first game, losing by 11 runs, chasing 106. So they'll have to do a bit better to get up to the 100 mark in this innings.
Yeah, the FCC bowlers did not bowl very well after a great batting innings. So let's see if the Swingers can bowl well, it's not going to be that easy.
Yes, wickets will be key. Wickets will bring about pressure and could well mean they pull off an upset here. Easy single out to point. Yes, I believe Vishwajit, who top scored was 69 in the Swingers innings, 69 of 34. Great innings, but he was actually an ex-daredevil, and how they would have loved his services yesterday when they were comprehensively beaten by the Taiwan Dragons by 7 wickets in Game 8 of the tournament.
Yeah, I'm sure they missed him terribly. Nice stop, saving 4 runs there. But already a decent over for ICCT. 7 runs with 2 balls to go. Slow roll missed completely.
It's still very early morning in South Africa and England, very late in the evening in America and Canada, but in India, for our viewers, much better time now. It's just gone midday, and to the rest of Asia, and to the Australians and New Zealanders watching, much nicer time for them, getting towards the evening time.
Hope they enjoy these live pictures. Pushed into the covers, no run.
Yes, it's been incredible today to see how the fan base has grown as the tournament's progressed. Sports Tiger bringing these wonderful pictures of the Taiwan T10 League, and so many ex-players that have played in Taiwan over the past 20 years now living abroad, all tuning in. A lot of the players, it's very hard over your shoulder, but didn't move quick enough and didn't get in a good position.
I was actually surprised when he got hands to it because I thought he would miss it, but a decent effort. Unfortunately, your drop catches go to 13.
Yes, the dropometer now moving along to 13.
There was 1 run for Mehta, which brings Shah on strike. Swing and a miss.
So I always wondered, growing up, there must have been an inspiration or an inspirational commentator, someone that really you felt taught you a lot about commentating. Anyone in mind?
Well, when I grew up, there was no TV in South Africa where I grew up. We only had a radio.
Radio commentary, okay.
So the radio commentators in those days.
Good ball, outside all stump there, keeping it nice and tight.
Yeah, as far as cricket went, there were no really famous.
Do you remember Gerald de Kock?
Gerald de Kock
was very good, also a commentator. A lot of commentators in South Africa commentated on radio and TV.
Oh, radio and TV, yes. Yeah. And also some of them did rugby and cricket, especially in the old days for radio. They did rugby and cricket, and that's all we had to follow the games if you couldn't go and watch.
One of the modern day commentators, anyone that you particularly stands out for you?
Not really, you know. Do you have somebody that you think is a very good commentator?
Always aspired to Richie Benno or Bill Laurie, Tony Gregg. A lot of the Channel 9 commentators always make it very interesting for the viewers. But there's so many good commentators out there nowadays.
Yeah, and they are often in teams of 3 sitting up there in the commentary box. So there's a lot of commentators for each game. I do like Michael Hazeman, who commentates on Supersport in South Africa. Actually an Australian. There was a chance for a run out, but throw missed. So the scoreboard keeps ticking over. The score goes up to 9. It's not a blinding start. 10 now after that single, but it is solid. Remember, in the innings of the Chiayi Swingers, they also started off fairly slowly until Vicky Tawar came and produced some fireworks. Short, sliced over backward point. It should go all the way for 4 and does.
Often have the opening batters also being the opening bowlers there. And those poor buggers at the bottom, from 7 to 11, they don't really get to do much besides field. Smashed away over square leg for 4.
Guilty of dropping it too short there.
Mehta batting much better in his second game than the earlier game this morning. Seeing it well. 82 runs required from 47 balls.
It's still not a given. It should still be a good chase, because these ICCT players, or this ICCT team, have some very strong batsmen to come.
Oh, he's just stepped away there. Something bothering him, and the umpires called it a dead ball.
They called it a dead ball.
Very late, though, to move away.
Nothing.
Yes. Chitana, our official scorer here, doing a wonderful job just telling us it's dead ball. Yes, anytime we make a mistake or we need a stat, Chitana provides us with all the up-to-date scores.
Shot, edged, and 4. As a no ball because it was too short. It went over his head.
Signaled a no ball as well by the umpire there.
So it should be 5 runs. No ball and 4 runs.
Good work there from umpire Michael. Stylish signal at the 4.
And making sure that the official scorers see him.
It's very confusing for the viewers out there because he's got a different name on his back there, this guy. Oh, spanked down the ground, straight, and 1 bounce 4.
Very hard on themselves. And that's why they fell about 11 runs short in that game. But here, they are just about on target. If they can bat at 10 runs and over, they'll get there.
Devang coming into bowl. Another short ball. Heaved away for another 1 bounce 4. 18 runs so far off this over. Very expensive. Another short ball. Not learning. He's not a fast learner, this bowler. And another rubbish ball down the leg. And 22 off the over with the ball to go, Celia.
Terrible bowling by Devang. Very expensive.
Yes, can't really afford to drop too short on this wicket. Even though it's a concrete pitch, you don't get much bounce here. And at his pace, shouldn't drop short.
You actually find if you pitch it up, you sometimes get some lift to surprise the batsman. Much better.
Yes, he's listening to us, Celia. And that's the end of the 3rd over. 36 without loss. A very good start off the power play. Game on in game 11 of the Taipei T10 League. Proudly brought.
You're enjoying this live cricket. Just to remind you, these are not professional players. All of them are either students or they work. Some have even retired here in Taiwan. But they are happy to play some cricket for your enjoyment and also for their own enjoyment. And we are happy to bring you these pictures courtesy of Sports Tiger.
Yes, it's back to work for everybody tomorrow. So I'm sure there'll be a few stiff bodies there and a few interesting tans, Celia, myself included.
So now it's Vicky himself going to bowl, the top scorer. He's going to try his hand with the ball now. As Craig mentioned earlier, often here in Taiwan, the best players bowl and bat, and they tend to do everything. And the not so good players tend to field most of the time. But here is Vicky Tawar. He scored a beautiful 69 of just 34 balls. And now he's coming into bowl, trying to stem this flow of runs that is coming at the moment.
Or you can hear the airplanes taking off from the Songshan Airport. It's really a wonderful ground with beautiful views here next to the Riverside Park.
Oh, 4 runs.
That's not a good start.
Full toss, not too high, so no ball there, but 4 runs nevertheless. Just a moment on the two-way radios. 4 runs, only 4 runs. Better ball by Tawar, and they only can push it into the covers for a single. Well, that was actually, yeah, it's to Mehta. That brings on strike Devang Shah.
Very good opening partnership here, Celia.
The Swingers didn't have a very good opening partnership, but now ICC, they do. And that is very important, because from here on you can launch. Huge edge down to third man. I feel they're just happy to let it bounce and get it in 1 run. So at this moment, the Chaiyi Swingers need some wickets. They need some wickets and they need some dot balls, because at the moment, the ICCT Smashers are going very well. Great shot. This one he just gently steers down to backward point. And another 2 runs. So Mehta up to 24. 24 Shah, 23. Total 46. Now 48 after those 2 runs.
Vishwajit not doing the job here. 48 without loss. Very strong position. ICCT making this run chase look easy.
Smashers struggling a little bit with their bowling attack, or rather the Swingers. Beautifully played off his legs towards mid-on. Glorious little shot by Mehta. Now he's signaling something. More water. End of the over. 49 without loss.
Yes, it is very hot out there, Celia, so the players just quickly asking for some more water. Maybe members of state have come to visit and had meetings with Taiwanese.
Yeah, it looks like a huge temple. There on your picture, it's on the left side in the distance. Our viewers in India, which is also a very humid country, will know how it feels if you run 2 runs in humidity and heat like this.
Celia, Nitish Nair is coming on to bowl. And he's going to be bowling to Mehta, who's in fine form.
Nitish Nair bowling to Mehta.
Moving very early, Mehta there. Predetermined shot, premeditated shot, and bowler adjusting. Yes, just a very happy birthday to my father-in-law. It's his 70th birthday today. I'm very sorry I couldn't make it for lunch today, but I hope you're having a wonderful time with the grandkids, and thank you for being such a wonderful grandfather. Mehta batting well here, 25 off 13 balls. Interesting call there. He's called it wide. It was pretty wide, but umpire's very strict here, Leah.
Even on the offside. And the batsman not very big, not very tall, so his reach is not as far as some other batsmen, so maybe the umpire thought about that as well.
It's got a bit of pace here, Nair. Chopped away down to third man for another single. Lots of encouragement from the fielders. Very good ball outside off stump there. Devang Shah suddenly struggling to see the ball, and this is a great over so far.
Nitesh and I are doing a good job. Right in front of us is
Prithvi Moore, and
and
very vocal on the boundary here.
I think our microphones probably pick him up very well, and the people at home must be able to hear him encouraging the bowler.
Another one. Oh. All the field is very happy with that, clawing their way back into this game, Celia.
A few dot balls or a few wickets can make all the difference.
49 of 32, and we're almost back to our asking rate of 10 at the start of the innings.
Nitesh and I are doing a good job.
That's high to third man. What a catch on the boundaries. Managed to stay inside. Look at the excitement from the fielder, who earlier injured his wrist, but it seems like he's ready to come out. Hit a number of sixes in that first game, so there, against FCC.
I think this the Chaiyi Swingers will be hoping that he won't repeat that. But that was just a wonderful catch on the third man boundary by, was it Vicky Tawar?
Yes, it was Vicky Tawar.
Great catch. He's not a very tall man. He took it. He managed to. He almost lost his balance and fell over the rope, like we saw earlier on in the first innings, or the Swingers innings. But he did so well. Got rid of one of the danger men, Devang Shah. The batsman crossed, so Mehta will now be on strike, and one more ball for Nair. An edge past the wicket keeper and 4 runs.
Much needed boundary there. End of the 5th over, and it's 55 for 1. 45 required from the last 5 overs. 9 and over with 9 wickets in hand.
The bowlers will like it. The wind often helps the bowler swing the ball more, depending on his action, of course. I think most important thing about the wind is it keeps the players a little cool, and also for us.
Takes those rain clouds away as well. So yeah, looks like we're going to have another great day of cricket without any interruptions from the weather.
Yes, the cloud's not dark enough for a thunderstorm.
Yogesh Rajput coming on to bowl here. Yogesh Rajput.
Yogesh Rajput
coming to bowl to Sandeep Patel.
Let's see, Patel is going to face his first ball. So we have 2 left-handers in front of the stumps again. Well pitched up. They managed to get 1.
Need a couple of tight overs here, Celia. Maybe a wicket or 2 to just put some pressure back on the ICCT players.
Yeah, the previous one was a very good over. And they need another, maybe 2 more of those. Because the ICCT, they have the wickets in hand. But dot balls may be the thing that will make their job harder to get to that magical 100 to win this game. Great strike by Mehta. And it's a 6. A Sports Tiger Maxim.
Striking it over 200.
Short and cut down to the
Vicky there on the third man boundary.
The sun breaks through. Hooked past square leg umpire towards the fielder on the square leg boundary. And if you hit a 6 off the first ball of the over, all the other singles or maybe a double here and there brings you up to 10 or beyond.
Swingers fielders realizing that they need a wicket here.
Yes.
Oh, dropped him.
Straight
Went
to
very
the field.
quickly.
He was in position, he got both hands to it in front of his face, it just popped out. 14 drop catches.
And that's since the second day, because we didn't count on the first day.
Yeah, we didn't count the first day. If that's from the second day, we are now in the 4th day of this T10 League. And quite a few catches have gone down. That will be a wide. I think the bowler, Yogi, will be a little bit upset about that drop catch. That's exactly what the Swingers needed. Get the in-form Mehta out. But now he's still there. And I don't want to say it. Slap through the covers. There's a man on the boundary, just one. I don't want to say it, but catches win matches.
They do indeed, Celia.
That's the end of the over there.
Predictions, scorecards, training video, and a lot more. Also a reminder to all those people that we have a final game coming up today, PCCT against Chiayi Swingers. Time to get Vishwajit in your My Team 11 team. While watching the spectacular game, you can also make your team on My Team 11 Fantasy app and win big. Download the application from myteam11.com. Coming on to bowl, Prashant Lokhande. So a lot of these bowlers just getting one over, Celia. No one really bowling two yet.
Because the ICCT are getting hold of all of them.
Yes, and Mehta batting very well on 38 of 19 balls.
With him is Patel, who has also had one or two lusty blows. So let's see if Lokhande can be the man to try to stop this chase by ICCT, which is going very well. After 6 overs, they're batting at 11 and over.
Pulled over mid-wicket, and the batsman coming back for 2. It's very interesting with some of these names on the back of the shirts, Leah. We've got Lokhande there, but he's called Paddy.
Paddy, it must be his nickname then?
Paddy Power.
Paddy Power. He's, what I noticed about Lokhande is that his action looks a little bit suspect.
Let's keep an eye on that now as he comes into bowl.
It's well pitched. Oh, lazy fielding.
Definitely interesting movement of the feet there. Next ball, I'll have to pay attention to his hand. It seems like it'd be hard for the batsman to focus there because his feet just switch positions as he's coming to bowl.
.70 runs on the board.
30 required from a victory now of 22 balls.
Very much within the grasp of the ICCT Smashers.
Short and wide. Swing and a miss, but it's okay. It's called wide by Uncle Michael. Umpire Michael, sorry, not Uncle Michael. I think it's all this talk of in-laws there. Got family members on my brain.
Well, Uncle Michael is doing a good job in the middle.
Carved away down to long on boundary there for another single. Much tidier over, no boundary conceded yet, and I need a few more of these just to build a bit of pressure. Sunday Patel in on 2 of 2 balls, so he hasn't got his iron yet. Not over yet for the Swingers.
Yeah, a wicket, maybe 2 wickets, or 2 dot balls in a row, and immediately the asking rate goes up. Oh, that's a terrible ball.
See what you mean about his actions. So yeah, definitely slings it at the end.
Yeah,
I'm sure the ICC would have an interesting time trying to evaluate that action.
Yeah, there's something straightening there at the moment of delivery. But at the moment, the umpires are satisfied.
Much better ball there. Dot ball, gold at this stage.
Don't forget, after this game, we have one more game to go, which will be Pakistan cricket team Taipei against these same Chiayi Swingers that are bowling now.
Still very interesting, Celia. No boundaries with this over. 27 required from 20 balls.
It could be
Or
tighter than we
26,
thought.
sorry, 26 of 19 balls. Yes, any team can win it from here, but ICCT definitely in the pound seats here.
That was the last ball. It's going to be a single only. Mehta will keep the strike, and it is 75 for 1 after 7 overs.
It's very tidy over there from Lakandi.
Very tidy. His hands to a ball. Bumped it, it jumped out. He managed to grab it on the second attempt, but in his attempt, he stepped over the boundary rope, and it was a 6. So very unlucky there after some good fielding. And he's come back here in this next match, and he has shown that he is a very accomplished batsman. Left-hander, great through the offside.
That Nair is on to ball again, Slayer.
Nair is back. Nair is back to Mehta. Just 3 overs remaining. 25 runs needed to win. Yes, and he needs they need a good over. They need at least 1 or 2 dot balls, because I doubt it if they're going to bowl out these ICCT players now.
Just over 8 required, and over 25 of 18. Very doable, but wicket or 2 here.
Mehta. So, Nair to Mehta. Well bowled. Steers it down to third man for a single. Singles will not quite do it, but if you can have a few singles and mix in 1 boundary, you are on target again. Mehta seeing it very well.
And I'm back, Celia. So we've had a bit of issues with my microphone. My machine keeps on eating these batteries.
With your batteries. We have the problem with your batteries.
Heard that before. Oh, edge through the slips. Down to third man for a single. Would have been easily taken there if there'd been a first or second slip. Mehta batting on 45 of 24 balls. Apologies for the mispronunciation. It is Mehta, not Mehta, with a silent H. Always learning here, Celia. And Mehta just missing there, trying to steer it down a third man, but a dot ball.
I'm sure Mehta will not be too angry with us if he can get to his 50. He'll forgive us for that little mistake, because we have said some nice things about him.
Squirted down to the point boundary just for another single. I think the batsman a little bit tired here. Yeah, they could have looked for 2 there, I think, Celia.
Yeah, they want to. I don't think Mehta had as much energy left. He's not that young anymore. He's not a teenager. Let's put it that way. And he has run many runs already today. Straight up in the air. Let's see who's going to call for this one. Is anybody going to make it? No. It's going to fall between 2 fielders. Oh, and almost a run out.
Wonderful throw.
No. Not out. Everything happening in that 1 ball. They ran 2 runs and they made it safely through for the second.
Yes. 2 fielders converging on a ball, but what an arm there from the boundary. And it would be very interesting to see that, how close he was.
Very good throw. That was Sandeep Patel skying that ball. From our vantage point, it looked like it went straight up in the air, but it actually went to the leg side, halfway to the boundary.
Beautiful sunshine coming across the ground, Celia, but not many of these fielders wearing sunglasses, so I'm sure that factored into it as well.
And the sun is right into our little commentary position now. into the covers. Should be just one. End of the over. 8 overs gone. 81 for 1. So we have 2 overs left now. 19 runs to get.
Needs 2 more and he'll get his age, Mehta. Get your My Team 11 team in while watching the spectacular game. Make your team on My Team 11 Fantasy app and win big. You can download the application from myteam11.com. Don't miss this wonderful opportunity.
So the new bowler,
Palankar, I think he opened the bowling for them. So it'll be very interesting to see how he goes here. Palankar
is back for his second over. We haven't mentioned it today, but each bowler, but I'm sure our viewers know, each bowler just gets 2 overs.
He's bowling to Patel, down the leg side. We'll wait for the umpire's call. Signal to wide. So +1. 17 required of 12. That makes the equation a lot easier, Slir.
17 of 12? No, it's not easy. It's an odd number.
Easier, Slir. Easier, not even.
18 of 12 will be easier. For my my mathematical skills.
Oh, just over the mid-on fielder and it's gone for 4.
That is just a wonderful batting here on the 4th day of the Taipei T10.
Can't bowl there to Mehta. Short and spanked to the square leg boundary. Wanting to get this over in a hurry is Mehta.
I think he's thirsty. Because of the wide, the 1 ball didn't count. It has to be re-bowled.
Flicked away to square leg. A little bit of a misfield, but they'll just take 1. Very interesting to see Mehta, what he does before the bowler's even coming into bowl. He's changing his stance.
Let's take a look at that next time. Our viewers can also pay attention to that. Many batsmen have their own little interesting little mannerisms. Ooh. ICCT can now take singles.
Can I make sure it goes to the last over? Yeah, Swingers, a couple of dot balls here. And could make the last over very interesting.
I'm sure the Swingers still think about that drop catch when they dropped Mehta when he was in his 30s.
Edge down to 3rd man. Another easy single. 6 of 7. A wicket here, Salia. Throw the cat amongst the pigeons.
If you can get a new batsman in there who, and he has to face the strike, and the established batsman can't get the strike, that could make it even more interesting. 1 ball to go. One bounce down to backward square leg. It's 1 run to the total. So we have 1 over to go. The score is 95. Five runs to win.
Seen a lot of runs today, Slir. Close to 200 runs in the first game, and in this game as well, we're getting up there towards 200 as well. Against the Swingers in game 11 of the Taipei T10 League, and we're down to the wire, Slir. 5 required from 6. Will they bring up the field?
Let's see. And don't forget, after this game, this very exciting game, we had 2 wonderful games so far today. There's still 1 to go. And there's the Pakistan cricket team, Taipei, against the Chiayi Swingers. Chaiyi Swingers with their backs against the wall a little bit here. But no matter what happens in the next 6 balls, I'm sure they will come back fighting in the next game. And so will PCCT, who lost yesterday against FCC, and they would, that's not a happy memory for them.
Yes, don't forget these teams are still trying to play for the third ranked position, so they get the easier draw and play off against the 7th and 8th position team.
Everything to play for. Turn around the corner. Just one run, which will, a runner ball will do it.
Prithvi Moore entrusted with the last over. Let's see what Prithvi can do. 4 required from 5 balls.
This is probably one of the closest finishes we've had, except the second game on this first day, which was a 3-run affair.
Yes, I believe the Titans just losing to the TCA Indians in that game.
Very, very close. And this one is, even though it looks as if the ICCT is cruising here, it's very close. Pitched up and bowled.
Ball him! Oh, don't you believe it. Another My Team 11 game-changing moment. Prithvi
Moore, showing what he's made of.
The keeper.
Chachani coming in. That is what the Swingers wanted. They wanted a new batsman in, who then has to face. Patel can't face because that was the second ball, no run taken, and Chachani has to face. Very, very, just when we mentioned that it's a close finish, it becomes even closer. 4 of 4. True, one hit can finish it. One wicket can make it even more interesting. This is wonderful cricket. Bright sunshine, beautiful day, albeit a little bit hot.
Batsman must be feeling the pressure he has today.
Definitely the batsman feeling the pressure. And I think Prithvi Moore's run-up just became a little longer. He's almost on the boundary. Make no mistake, there's also pressure on the bowler, because he knows one wide is basically the gift of the match.
This evidence it should be a great game between the PCCT United team and the Swingers in the final game.
Yes, it should be.
Mehta with a wonderful innings there, 56 from 31 balls.
Right, let's see. So, Vinny Chachani taking his time. Taking his time, keeping the bowler waiting. 4 balls to go, 4 runs to get. We hope you are as excited as we are. And here he comes. Oh, good ball. And all Chachani can do is play it back to the bowler. Suddenly, it's more than a runner ball. It is now 3 balls remaining, 4 runs to get. I believe this has now officially become the most exciting finish so far. Yesterday, we had 3 games and they were all won fairly comfortably, but not today. Today we've seen lots of runs, great sixes. They will get through for 1, and more importantly, they will get Patel on strike. There's 1 run for Chachani. There's 2 balls left and 3 runs to get. I believe Patel would like to finish it with 1 big lusty blow. So, let's see. Patel, left-handed batsman. Facing Moore. You might wonder what happened to Craig. He's still here next to me. Just a little bit of a technical problem with his feet. Don't worry. We are all with you watching these last 2 balls, wondering what is going to happen. The fielders have come in. Still a few on the boundary to take the possible catch. Here we go, second last ball. Slice. Ooh, does he get an edge? I thought I heard something, umpire unmoved. And it comes down to the last ball. Is it? Right, so if they can get 2 runs, it's a draw, as they say. Great last over so far. If it can be another straight ball, not a wide or anything crazy, this will be a very, very exciting finish. Let's see. Final ball. A huge swing and a run out. And the Swingers have won. The Swingers have won by 2 runs. A wonderful effort, a fantastic game of cricket. And Patel could not get bat on that ball. It went to the keeper. They went for a suicidal run. We wouldn't have made any difference anyway because they would buy 2 runs. Great game. In the innings of the Swingers, Vishwajit Tawar scored a beautiful 69.